Hello, I'm Ted Leverette, broadcasting from partneroncall.com. I'm the original business buyer advocate. I help people search, find, and buy the right business the right way. Our focus is on small and mid-size businesses. During this brief and illuminating podcast, you're going to hear why dead ends face most searchers. And you'll hear tips for getting better results sooner. You'll hear my interview with Mathew in Melbourne, Australia. He's invested in and bought businesses, but lately he's not getting a good enough response to his search for another worthwhile company to buy. He wants to know how to get more leads to worthwhile sellers and to companies not for sale, but could be for sale if he properly approaches the owners. So Mathew, before I can suggest anything, I need insight into what you want, what you've been doing, and what you think are the reasons you're not getting the result you want. So Mathew, what kinds of companies are you trying to buy?
What I wanted to do, Ted, was to build on my own work experience, and my background is in software and professional services. So I tried to find software or technology-related services businesses, something that was a going concern, something that might have had some customers that had been proven in the market. I wanted something that could be scaled up, and when I thought about it, I wanted something that might have had some brand as well. And where I applied my skills to that, I wanted to do some sales and marketing. So potentially businesses that lack those.
Name a couple of types.
So what I was looking for specifically was software businesses. So businesses that might have had business to business application, software businesses that might have had an enterprise-wide requirement, software businesses that might have done analytics type work.
But you're not finding them.
I'm not. I have scoured the market, and I've probably gone about it the wrong way, but my approach was to do a couple of different things. To firstly look at websites that had businesses for sale. I looked at those sorts of things. I went out to my network, so that's something that I've fairly steadfastly built over a couple of years, and talked to people that I knew that might have been in advisory roles. And then I went to specifically lawyers and accountants that I'd worked with in the past, and spoke to them and told them about my requirements and said, this is what I'm looking for. And if you've got clients that are exiting or retiring, perhaps those sorts of things, then I'd be really interested to talk to them where they meet my criteria.
And are you getting the referrals that are worthwhile from the websites or from the network?
It was very disappointing, actually, Ted. I thought I'd get a much better response. I found the online businesses that I found were tired, overpriced, really not meeting my criteria. And when I went and spoke to professional advisors, what I found was that I really had to be lucky. I had to be there on the day that they were thinking about it. Otherwise, it really went nowhere. And perhaps I could have done a lot more of that type of thing, Ted, but the searching I did down that path didn't yield very much at all.
Well, I hope it would be okay for me to be very candid with you. Can I?
Please.
Okay. What you've been doing during search, it's going to work if you luck out and if you get a lot older. So if you have a lot of time and if you're very lucky, keep it up. But there are a lot better and more productive ways. I'm going to talk about it. First of all, this depending on people and websites to bring opportunities to you, forget about it. It rarely works. You just can't generate enough. And why? Because you're putting your future in their hands. You're waiting for them to do something for you. And what's their motivation? What we find is when lawyers, accountants, and others are expecting us to come to them and ask for leads, they're not going to do it, because if they represent a company, they know they're going to be fired the day the company gets sold. There's no incentive. No buyer keeps the lawyer and accountant for the company the buyer acquires. And second thing is liability. Lawyers and accountants, they don't want to be blamed if they suggest the company to you and something goes wrong. So it's just best if they don't respond. As for the internet and the websites, everybody goes there. I think it's a real good idea to go there to see the kinds of businesses available. But keep in mind that, like real estate, if a business has been on the internet for more than a couple of months, this means a lot of people have looked at it. And this means there's something wrong.
Okay.
And if there's, and here's, this is even worse. And if there's something right, you have to outbid the dumbest buyer, because there will be buyer competition, right? I mean, you found it on the internet, so is everybody else. Does that sound sensible?
It does. I figured I wasn't the only one looking in these channels.
Okay, here's a reality check. Buying a business is all about search, because if you can't find it, you can't buy it. And it's about being best and first on scene and first choice and top of mind for brokers and sellers, and avoiding or beating buyer competition. You can learn more in my book for searchers, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy. My other book helps you achieve worthwhile deals, How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You can get my books at my website, partneroncall.com. Searchers, you can do better if you contact me and we build or improve your business buyer marketing plan. You will save time, you will save money, you will achieve better results if you do what the savviest buyers do. So I'm Ted Leverette, the business buyer advocate with Partner On Call Network. Thanks for listening and best wishes for your prosperity.